Hey, thank you, guys. Good morning, everybody. On a Monday, we have new polls out showing Donald Trump still on top of the Republican field. And like breakfast all day at McDonald's, he's loving it. Listen.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm leading in every single poll. I'm leading in every single state. I love it. We're leading. I'm all the way. Just so you understand. All the way, 100%.
All right, that from over the weekend. Good morning, everybody. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm Bill Hemmers. We kick off a brand new week here on America's Newsroom.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody. I'm Martha McCallum. So let's take a look at some of these new CBS polls that are just out. Trump holding on to the lead, 27% he's got. Then you've got Ben Carson at 21%. The rest of the field kind of stuck in that single-digit range. Ted Cruz at 9%, Rubio at 8%. Bush and Fiorina are tied at 6% each. So Trump telling CBS why he's a fan of polls, at least for now.
You love polls. You are at the head of...
I don't love them. I only like them when I'm the number one. By the way, if I wasn't number one, I would never mention.
It's not all good news, though. Byron York, chief political correspondent for Washington Examiner. Byron, good morning to you. What does the lead for Trump, what does it tell you this week?
Well, it suggests that he may be on the way up. I don't think there's any doubt that for about the last 10 days of September, Trump seemed to be sliding in the polls. He had hit a peak of over 30%, seemed to be going down. These new polls and the 27% that he has in the CBS poll is about the same as he had in some earlier polls, suggest that he has stopped that slide and may actually be going back up.
Interesting. Now the question of honesty and trustworthy in the same poll. A slight majority believe that to be the case at 51%. But how does that rank with others? Ben Carson is over 80%. Carly Fiorina is at 60%. So how does he rate there?
Well, that's a problem for him because honesty and trustworthiness are the factors that most voters say are most important to them. So this is a problem for Trump. 39% say that he is not honest and trustworthy. 7% say that about Ben Carson. So that's clearly going to be a problem going forward for Trump.
I tell you what they do love. They love his leadership, or at least they love the way he talks about it. 82% believe he is a strong leader.
And, you know, if you go to Trump rallies, that is what people say about him. All of the things they like about him, the fact that he's not politically correct, he can say all sorts of stuff, that he doesn't have to beg other people for money, for contributions. All of that contributes to this idea that he is a strong leader. And by the way, they think he has the experience to be president, too.
Byron, on the Democratic side, Hillary Clinton's lead it appears to be expanding. In that same poll, she's up 19 points on Bernie Sanders. And the reason this is so significant, Byron, you are on the eve right now of the first Democratic debate that takes place tomorrow night in Las Vegas.
You know, it's interesting. We do make a lot about Bernie Sanders, and he is mounting a real challenge. But, yes, Hillary Clinton has been between about 18 and 21 points ahead, not just in this poll, but in several polls going back a few weeks. What I think is going to be interesting about this debate is Bernie Sanders, out on the stump, has generally avoided mentioning Hillary Clinton by name, no direct criticisms of her. Well, now on Tuesday night in Las Vegas, they're going to be standing next to each other on a debate stage. And I think you are going to see some real, what they call, contrasts between the two candidates.
We'll see how aggressive they get with each other then. Byron, thank you. It's something
Thank you, Bill.
The observers have been waiting for. Let's leave it at that. Byron York in Washington. Martha.
Thanks.
So meanwhile, President Obama sat down for an interview with 60 Minutes last night. Some tough questions about Syria and whether the president is a strong leader. Steve Kroft asking the president for his reaction to critics who say that the United States is in retreat from Vladimir Putin.
They say you're projecting weakness, not strength.
You're saying they, but you're not citing too many folks.
No, I'll cite for us if you want me to. I'd say the Saudis. I'd say the Israelis. I'd say a lot of our friends in the Middle East. I'd say everybody in the Republican Party. Well, do you want me to keep going?
Yeah. If you're citing the Republican Party, I think it's fair to say that there's nothing I've done right over the last 7.5 years.
Interesting exchanges there. So we're going to talk to New Jersey Governor Chris Christie. He is here. He's a Republican presidential candidate, of course. We'll see what his response is to what we saw from the president and Steve Kroft over the weekend. Some interesting moments
I thought the comments he made about Hillary Clinton and the email thing, too, were quite
fascinating.
Revealing. So we're going to debate that coming up in 30 minutes here.